Hello, 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 hello. Hi. So first three people, Emmanuel, Ogenovo, and Michael. If you can hear me, just put a 246 in the chat box. A 246 in the chat box. If you can hear me and you can see my screen, please put a 246 in the chat box. If you can hear me and if you can see my screen, put a 246 in the chat box. Adiolu. Adiolu, you came late. So we have Emmanuel, we have Michael, and Ogenovo. Great. 246 Adiolu. Great. 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 Yeah, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. Welcome. Adiolu said he was the first waiting. Nice. I see you, Mr. Chinedu Johnson. Adeolu, Ima came first. Ima was first to come up. All right. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm still announcing on the forum so that we can start. We can really start. So let's look at gold. Gold, we killed it. We killed it. We killed it. We killed it with gold, guys. We killed it with gold. All right. Now the question is, what is she going to do from here? But let me take you back. Let me take you back to the plan. Remember, there's an original plan with gold. All right. There's an original plan with gold. So I'm going to take you back to the original plan. Gold was bay. You can say that again. Gold was bay. All right. Now, please, you cannot be in my forum and you don't know the original plan. This is the original plan for gold. All right. This is the original plan for gold. We are still all the way to the top. Let me reduce it to let me take it up to the daily time frame. She has finally swept some of that liquidity, but we are still going up. We are still going up, up, up until she sweeps all that liquidity. All right. Until she sweeps all that liquidity. And from here, I'm expecting that sell after sweeping this liquidity. All right, I'm expecting that sell. Because if we look at it on the daily, you can clearly see this was our change of character. This is our church right here. All right, I'm just going to label it. I hope you all can see my screen. I've made it really fat so you can see my screen. That will be our church. Now, recognize that the liquidity started forming even before the break of structure to form that change of character. All right. So I want to see gold still come up more to this point. And she has to come up, sweep that liquidity, probably tap into this other block right here, this beautiful other block. Give me a second. I don't like this cross showing. Yeah. This beautiful other block here. There's a beautiful supply zone way up here that I need her to come to. And after that, you can still see a major break of structure here. I like to call it major change of character here to show that gold is ready for that sell. All right, to show that gold is ready for that sell. So we need to please tap on the screen, guys. I'm saying tap on the screen. Please click like, tap on the like button so that more people can come into the session. So I like to call this a major change of character. All right. Great job, Adeolu. Great job. So yeah, so we already know that she has already switched to sell, and the major demand zone is here. This is a demand zone that hasn't been touched. So I am waiting to see that drop all the way down to this zone. All right. This is the daily time frame. All right. That's the original plan. But because we are mostly day traders, okay, and we don't have the capacity to hold trades on a high time frame for so long, my other structure is showing us how we've been killing it back to back with gold. I mean, I don't think we've lost gold this year. Oh, gold has been delivering nicely. Yeah, gold has been delivering nicely. She was even dodging us. Sef. Gold has been delivering nicely. You can see, right? Gold has been delivering nicely. So, first entry was here. We got another entry here. In fact, we were thinking she would come down here, but she just came here to create liquidity and went up. And we did not miss the trade. Very close to our SL, but it still came through, right? And then she's hit here. So what do you think the next move is? Of course, we are waiting for the next pullback. And if we go to the 15 minutes, I'm just going to be deleting this particular gray area. Okay. So if we are going to look for the next entry, I highlighted this place because we don't know. She might decide to utilize this as liquidity and dump all the way. So I'm not going to delete this buy limit because anything can happen. But because she's giving us a new high, usually you want to see the next drop probably to this zone instead. All right. The next drop to this zone. Let me just delete this so I'll show you what I mean. If you don't even know what to do, what do? You pull out your fib from this zone here to that. So this is the possible next zone. All right. This is the possible next zone here. The possible next zone for the next move. All right. And she would have utilized all this as liquidity. I'm going to be showing you. This is our beninging zone here, since we have gotten a new break of structure to the upside. I've marked it. All right. So what would have happened is, I hope you guys can still see me. What would have happened is that beautiful sweep of liquidity here. Right? That beautiful sweep of liquidity. We want to see that pull to the downside into that zone and give us the next high. All right. This is the 2-hour time frame. So if you can't see liquidity, you are the liquidity. So you don't want to be messed up. But we can clearly see that beautiful liquidity there. All right. And not just that, we can see an order block. All right. And we can see this fair value gap, which makes this place quite strong. All right. So we can see that our setup is looking good. It's looking really good. And it's showing up in the 2-hour time frame, which is a good sign. All right. So I hope you can understand for gold. Yes. Is it clear? Do you have questions? Don't worry. After class, after analyzing, we'll ask questions. So this is our latest, this thing now. I'm going to change it. This is our latest move now. Why? Because we've gotten a new break of structure here. All right. That is how to follow this thing. That is how to follow it. So I'm just going to label it. That is the break of structure. Okay. Click on the like. Let's get people on. All right. Like, guys, like. Let's get more people to come on board. So we want to see her come back down, sweep that liquidity, tap into that other block, and move. All right, so let's see. I want to see her come down here. Yes, our SL still remains the same. Why? We are using structure. But let's see if we can go down to a smaller time frame so that SL will reduce. That SL has to reduce. That SL has to reduce. We are trying to modify the SL. All right, let me see it on the 30 minutes and let's see what we can come up with. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is better. Right below that candle there. This last candle before our entry. So this is fine. All right. So I'm just going to correct this. So buy limit is, our new buy limit is 2694. 2694.84. All right. Our SL is 2693. I don't want us to get kicked out, but this looks good. It looks good. So yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Because if we're going to modify, that will be our yeah, that will be our order block right there. Yeah, that will be our order. If we're going to modify, that will be our order block, and this would be the fair value gap that was tapped into. So yeah, we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. Perfect. We are good to go. So this is my ideal setup, right? This is my ideal setup. All right. So let's stick here. Okay. 26. I prefer the 2694. I prefer the 2694, but let's see. I'm just trying to make sure we snipe it. 269. No, this is it. 2697, not 2694. That was the other one. 2697. 2697. All right. 0.52. So that's the correct one. All right. And our SL will be 2693. 2693.49. All right. And our TP, we are targeting the last high. All right. We are targeting the last high. All right. That will be our next move to target the next high. Yeah. So our next high is what? 2732. So it's a long way up. This is like the last lap, hopefully. 2732, right, guys? 2732.73. All right. So this is what I have on gold. I want to see all that swept out. I want to see her tap into this zone. All right. I want to see tap into this zone, and voila. So this is what I expect. So I'm going to be dropping this in the Telegram channel. All right. I'm going to be dropping this in the Telegram channel. Daniel, you're welcome. So I'm going to be dropping this in the Telegram channel. All right. Emmanuel, what is your asset? So we can look at this. All right. We can look at this. So Adeolu, please remind me for gold. I'm going to be dropping. We need to drop gold in the Telegram channel. All right. I just came. Why are we buying from there and not the OB? I don't understand. Emmanuel said Emmanuel and NZD USD. Don't worry, Daniel. I'll come back to your this thing. All right. Emmanuel, I don't know whether I don't know. Emmanuel and NZD USD. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Emmanuel. Emmanuel, this trade has still been on. Oh. So you should be in profit, Emmanuel. Emmanuel should be in profit. Yes, Emmanuel should be in profit. Emmanuel, we already dropped this last week. You should be in profit. Yes. Remember, I said if the SL is too much for you, all you need to do is wait for an extra confirmation. This should have been your entry, Emmanuel. NZD is your girlfriend. This should be you're in profit. Great job, Emmanuel. Great job. Great job. So remember, you have to be careful. There's a TP. Watch out for this zone. Watch out for this zone. Watch out for this zone. Okay. Since you're the only one that got in on this trade, since you're the only one that got in on this trade, watch out for that zone, this zone right there. Okay. Watch out for this zone. Because you know the funny part, every other, let's look at it from the beginning so that we look at what we are doing. Um, I'm going to the monthly. Let's see what is really happening with this pair. All right. So, yes, she's been selling for a long time. That was the last low, right? After the last low, you can clearly see a break of structure on this side. Okay. Great job. You can clearly see a break of structure to the upside. All right. Guys, please click on the like, okay, so that more people can come on. And then hopefully YouTube will push the algorithm. Social media has been against me for some time now. So for some reason, I don't understand. So we can see it has broken structure and she is now on a buy. And after the buy, she gave us a new high here. All right. She gave us a new high here. Right. And now came back. All right. If we're going to even use our fib without stressing, came back to the beninging zone and is really quarreling there. You can see she tapped that zone 3 times and hasn't really moved. So this is the monthly. I mean, this is just giving us an idea that she is resting on a support. Okay, she's resting on a support. Now let's look at it on the weekly. All right. Now we see that she is closer. We can see that, oh, this is still resting on a support. We have not seen any reaction. We are now looking for that reaction to show that she's ready for the buy. We haven't seen a real break of structure on the daily, all right, for that buy. Okay. Network is trying to play games with us here. We rebuke. We rebuke. All right. So we are seeing this beautiful structure on the daily. We can see that was the last low. All right. That was the last low. So she sold there, but she hasn't given us a change of character to say the buy is ready. And that's why we continue to sell. All right. That is why we continue to sell. All right. Fast forward to the 4-hour. We were able to see break of structure here. Break of structure here. Break of structure here. Change of character to this side. Up to this zone. Then we are selling. All right. We are selling because we have not seen the reason for its buy. Why? She has to break a major structure. That's this structure. All right. To confirm the buy. Now, those that were smart enough to enter for the buy from here, good for them. Okay, good for them. That would have been the buy from here on the 4-hour, all right, to this zone. But remember, she hasn't broken major structure on the 4-hour to say that she is ready for the buy. So please don't stay too long because we don't know what might happen. This is looking like if she wants to buy, she'll be coming down to this zone on the 4-hour. She has given us. So you want to see, that is why I marked here. Okay. So if she comes down to this zone, you can leave with your profit because she might decide to continue a buy from here for the 4-hour. All right. So you have to be smart when you are taking your profits. When you are looking for your TPs, you have to be really smart. This is a zone to take it. If she doesn't go all the way, if she decides, oh, I want to turn from here and I want to go up further to give us more buys, because if you look, you will see that major structure is showing us something. Major structure is showing us something. Okay. Same thing we are seeing with Euro USD. So we don't know the plan. We don't know the plan. We don't know the plan yet. Okay. But major structure is showing us something. Major structure on high time frame is showing us something. All right. So let's watch and see. She might decide to come here and continue the uptrend to this point before continuing all the way down. So please keep your eye open. We already dropped this in the channel. Okay, just go and look for it in the Telegram channel. Okay, great job, Emmanuel. The next person was who was the second person? Where is Ogenovo Star? What's the asset? All right. Can everybody still see my screen? Okay. So while we're waiting for Ogenovo, let's look at BTC. Now, BTC, she dropped, but she didn't get to my TP. In fact, we broke even with with uh with BTC. Okay. However, I was expecting that BTC would come down more to where might possibly be a sweep of liquidity. So we are just going to see it from the high time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. We've been really catching BTC too, but she always pushes back. Always pushes back. All right. So this is what is really happening on the daily time frame. GBP US is I got you. This is what is happening on the daily time frame. Okay. I'm just going to delete some things so that we can see road here. All right. Okay, great. GBP USD, I got you. So this is the total outlook on gold. Now, gold has given us a new high. Therefore, a new break of structure has been established. All right, a new break of structure has been established here. Oh, network. Oh, a new break of structure has been established here. All right, a new break of structure has been established here. So after giving us that break of structure, of course, you're expecting a pullback, which is why that week showed up. I'm going to be deleting all this so that we can see. Which is why that week showed up. Okay. Now, this is the daily time frame. If I didn't even know what to do, I would want to see where she would drop to, where BTC would drop to. If I didn't even know what to do at all, what will I do? I'll just say, okay, let's see. From this zone to that zone, I'm expecting her to come back down to 94K. Just, I don't know. Can everybody still see my screen? Oh my God, my screen is not moving. Oh, this is network, guys. Oh, network. Please, please, please. Okay, so hold on. Let me share. Let me stop sharing and share screen again. All right, can you see it now? Can you see my screen now? Okay. All right, can you see my screen now? Put a 5 in the chat box. Yeah, great job. All right, so I'm just going to start again so that in case you missed it. So looking at this, I'm just going to delete all this is past. All this is past. All right. We killed that particular BTC. We smashed it. Oh my goodness. All right. So looking at it very much, you can see that BTC has given us a new, let me just delete everything. BTC has given us a new high. And what do? We mark the new break of structure right there. This is the daily time frame, by the way. Okay, that's the new break of structure right there. Right? So we have a break of structure, a new break of structure on BTC. But we're not going to ignore that BTC kept coming down to this zone. So I'm just going to mark this particular zone here. All right. I'm just going to mark this particular zone. This was the last low that gave us that high. All right. That was the last low that gave us that high. Now, if I didn't even know what to do, I don't know anything. Okay. You can see, sorry, can everybody see my, somebody said they can see my screen, but it's not moving. Is it moving now? Is it moving now? Can you see BTC? It's moving now from my own end. All right. So she has given us a new break of structure, and that zone has been good. Thank you. Thank you, Solomon. All right. So that has been a strong support zone, this zone, and I'm just going to mark it out because I like to mark what I see. Now, if it has given us a break of structure, we want to know where she will pull back to for the next buy. We don't want to miss it. If I do not know what to do, what do? I pick up my fib. All right. If you watch my videos on YouTube, I have a full, like almost a full course from beginner scratch. You will see my settings there. Now I'll be waiting for it at the Beningin zone. For those that know me well, this is where I'll be waiting for that market to come back to for the next buy. And a lot of people will shout, "Hey, it's impossible! Bitcoin can't come back to 93K." Are you the market? Are you the market? A lot of people are taking their money from Bitcoin to go into AI agents right now. So even if you don't know about the fundamentals, just look around and see what's happening. Bitcoin might just be fading for a bit. I didn't say before they will hook me here. No, no, no. But a lot of people are liquidating what they've made from Bitcoin, and they are now distributing their assets into AI agents and AI. So a lot of people will say, no, it cannot drop down to 90. Who said so? Who said? I'm just going to mark it anyways. You can't know it. You're not the market. So if we are going to be waiting on the daily time frame, on the daily, this will be our next zone for a buy. And of course, because it is a daily, you want to see a reason for this market to buy. You want to see your structure ready, a break of structure to the upside, a sweep of liquidity to the downside, a break of structure to the upside to guarantee that it is ready for the buy. So, but let's come down to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what's going on here. So the 4-hour time frame is now showing us that we are going too far in life. We should calm down. All right. It's showing us break of structure here, following this structure like this. But this looks very possible. This looks very, very possible. I mean, look at that structure. I can't even deny. I mean, look at that beautiful structure there. This is our strategy. Okay. She's done what she wants to do. Now she's creating liquidity for us to come here and tap and move. I don't know about you. All right. But on the 4-hour is telling us to wait for the 93K zone. All right. 4-hour is telling us to wait on the 93K zone. Let's see. And I don't even like to move. Once I've seen my setup, I don't like to move, in all honesty. I don't like to move. Look at that there. Still the same. Still same. Now, if I'm going to be drawing my liquidity, this whole thing right here will act as liquidity. All right. All right. Liquidity right there. Okay. Don't stop tapping on the likes, please, so that more people can come on board. Thank you. So, sorry. So, okay, this whole thing will serve as liquidity, and then market will just keep going down like that. All right, to give us a new high. But of course, there must be a correction. After a new high, there must always be a correction. Okay. So I'm just going to delete that. So if you ask me, without even shaking, this is where I'm waiting for my next zone. All right, I'm waiting for my next daily bread. Let's go back to the 4 hour. There's less noise on there. I'm waiting for my daily bread here. Hold on. I'm waiting to buy from here. I'm waiting. This is a large stop loss for the next high. That's what I'm waiting to do. I want to see the market pull back down here, and then, you know, take us all the way to the top. Now, people are like, ah, madam, it's too far. Let us look for how to sell. If you want to look for how to sell, then you should be waiting for major structure to be broken. I mean, this is nice. This is nice. Give me a second. I always miss where to delete this. I mean, this is nice, but I would want to see major structure broken. Now, if I want to sell, which I'm not advising, because going against the trend can be somehow. If I want to sell, I want to see this place broken, all right, for me to get into that sell. But she's not broken it on the 4 hour. Let's see 15 minutes. I don't like going against the trend, but let's see. I mean, let's see 1 hour. Let's see. So 1 hour is saying break of structure here. You can clearly see she's not ready. She's not ready. That structure has to be broken. She's not ready. Nah, this is beautiful. You can clearly see she's not ready. Okay, this was your last break of structure. If we're looking at the 30 minutes time frame, that's it there. So you want to see this structure broken right here, this particular one. All right, then you can say, oh, this sell is sure. You can say, oh, this sell is sure. But for now, she could even start buying from here. So just calm down and wait for things to happen. So dealing with BTC, I like to wait on the high time frame, in all honesty. And this is my setup. This is my setup. This is my trade. This is my strategy. It's feeding. It's giving. I mean, it's giving. Gen Z is giving. See all my liquidity. Nice. It's giving. I'm gonna wait. Okay. So we don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, the narrative is that a lot of people are liquidating from Bitcoin and they are going into AI agents. Okay. So this is my setup. I'm just going to write it down, and then we'll now do. Sorry, I just saw that some people are still not seeing my screen, that is not moving. Is it true? Is it true? Is it moving now? BTC buy limit. Okay, 93,000, 93,764. 93,764.7. SL. SL, we want to see using our using our structure. SL is 89. Once you see your SL is large like this, okay? Once you see the SL is large like this, what you're waiting for is extra confirmation before you go in that trade. Okay? Extra confirmation. You don't have to be aggressive. Please, if you can see my BTC screen and you can hear my voice, please put a 5 in the chat box. Please put a 5 in the chat box. If you can see my screen and my BTC is moving, please put a 5 in the chat box. Let me just know. All right, great. Thank you. Thank you, Morax. All right. So when, like I've taught you, once you see that the SL is large like this, wait for extra confirmation. All right. Wait for extra confirmation. So buy limit BTC USD. All right. 93. 764. SL is 89462. 89462. TP is our next high, 109.572. Okay, 0.9. 937.7. SL is 0.9. Okay. All right, great. Great. Thank you so much. At least I can see my nines, my fives. Great. Okay, so for buy limit BTC USD, this is the setup we are waiting for. All right, this is the setup we are waiting for. All right, why? We have checked our confluence. It tallies with it, matches with our fib. We are seeing our W. We are seeing our left shoulder, our head. We are seeing everything. We've seen liquidity to be swept, and you see all these things she's doing is to create liquidity. You can see that nonsense going on there. All right. Okay, she might decide to take off from there as well, but this is my setup. This is what I'll wait for. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this in the Telegram channel as well. Okay, so GU. Okay, so I'm going to be dropping this. I already dropped it last week. GU, I already dropped it last week. Okay, I already dropped it last week. We're waiting for it to sweep all that. So if you are interested in the buy, which I'm not, I'm waiting for the sell. I'm not interested in the buy. I'm waiting for the sell. So if you are interested in the buy, you know what to do. You want to see break of structures. Okay, you want to see break of structure. So for GU, if you're interested in the buy, you want to see there's a break of structure here. Nice. You want to see the market come down all the way back to this zone, to this area where you have that. But right now, I am even selling EU. I'm selling EU right now. So if you are interested in going in for a buy with GU, because you cannot wait for the sell, you should be considering this zone. And what do they have there? What do you have there? You can see a beautiful order block right here too. This is the 2-hour time frame. You can see a beautiful order block there. All right. While we are waiting for that major sell, and you say you cannot wait, you should be thinking of entering the buy at 1.22049. So I'm just going to write it out. Okay. For the buy, you want to get in at, so buy limits. I believe EU is doing the same thing, but for EU, yeah, EU, I'm coming to EU. Buy limit at 1.27 at this point, which is 1.22049. 1.22049. All right. So this is what you want to do. Let me shift this one. For those that are interested in catching the buy, let me shift this one. Okay. All right. So you want to catch that buy to this zone. Okay. So this is the buy limit. For those that are interested in catching that buy, okay, which I will not advise. So I will not advise, because me, I don't like going against the trend. I don't like going against the trend at all. Just be careful, guys. Let me see how it looks on the 15 minutes. Okay. So on the 15 minutes, it looks nice. It looks doable. Yeah, I can see liquidity. Okay, I can see liquidity. I can see order block here, which is what we are using. So if she comes down here, but let me see, another thing I like to look out for is to see, all right, this is good. So let's see, for those that want to get in on the buy for GU, I'm just going to write it. Sorry guys, being extra careful. Buy limits. GBP USD 1.22030, 1.22030. SL 1.21519. All right, 1.21519. And our TP will be 1.25027. Yeah. So those are interested in catching this buy. All right. Those interested in catching this buy. This is what you're looking at. Let me just copy this right now. We know what we are waiting for. This is the major plan. This one and this one. This is the major plan. Let me delete that one. All right. This is the major plan here. And this one is the mini plan to the upside. So if we are going to be catching this buy, please shine your eye. Don't over leverage, because you're doing a counter trend right now. All right. You're counter trend trading. So you have to be very careful. All right. Looks good. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Ooh. So this is the plan for those that are interested in GU. I hope this is okay for you. Daniel, it's not your turn, please. I'm not listening to you because it's not your turn. I'm listening to those that came early to class. And it was Ogenovo that requested GU. Adiolu, Adiolu, you are ready to eat all the money this year. This year is not going to be funny. All right. So I want to see do that. Okay. Then do this. Then dump. That's the movement. All right. Good. Okay. So I'm going to be dropping this in the Telegram channel. All right. This is what we are looking for. This one is for the buy limits, and this one is for the sell limits. All right. So Ogenovo, I hope you're okay with that. All right. Ogenovo, Emmanuel, I've done Emmanuel, I've done Ogenovo, and the next person is Michael, but I don't know if Michael is still here. Thank you so much. I don't know if Michael is still here. Michael was supposed to be. If not, then we'll go to GJ for Daniel. We'll go to GJ for Daniel. So GJ, this is GJ. Now I'm going to take you back. For those that know me, I start from the very, very high time frame to know what's going on. Tap on the like button, guys. Tap on the like. Let people see that we are live, so it can push it. The algorithm can work for us. So So, like as I was saying, let's look at GJ. We're starting from the beginning. For people that know me, we take our time to see what's really happening. Okay, we take our time to see what is really occurring, waiting they occur, waiting they occur. All right. So, looking at GJ, there is a particular. It was going down, but there is a particular zone. All right, there's a particular zone here, all right, that she tapped into and she's reacting to. She tapped into that zone and she's reacting to on the monthly. Now let's look at the weekly. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Okay, can you guys see my screen? I can see that you're not seeing my screen. I'm going to stop sharing. I'll share again. Network is dealing with us, but we shall conquer. So this is GJ. We went to the monthly time frame. Please, if you can see my screen, please put a 5 in the chat box one more time. All right. If you can see my screen, if it's moving, please put a 1 in the chat box. I can see the network is playing tricks on us. Okay, put a 6 this time in the chat box. All right. Adiolu, you said 1. Okay. 6. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. So, okay, beautiful. All right, so now we are on the monthly time frame for GJ, and we can see that she's been dropping all the way, and she's reacting to this zone. She's reacting to that zone. All right, she's reacting to that zone. Now, she pulled down to this zone, and what happened? Encountered a supply here. I mean, a demand zone. That's a support here, and hasn't been able to come down again since. What is she doing here? She's consolidating, but you cannot know until you look on the monthly. You see that this is what we are playing right now. This is what's playing. This is what is playing right now. But you people will not be, for those that are rushing, they want to catch trade. They want to catch trade. If you don't take your time and go to those high time frames, you'll miss the real story. Okay, so let's go to the weekly. So we know she reacted here, came down here, and even has been giving us something that looks like a rise. Okay, after giving us that high, that last high, she came down to continue, and she did like she was giving us a high, but then encountered another problem. There's a problem here, this place. All right. So I had to mark it because I'm seeing that the asset has refused to break this zone since July 2024. So it's not a joke. You cannot just outlook it or forget about it for GJ. Now, we have seen that this is what she came here to react to. However, it doesn't mean that this buy is still not on. So let's just go closer to the market to see what's happening. This was the last low here. All right, this was the last low. Then she came again, dropped down here, and has been giving us, but this point is not letting us continue. Let's see how it looks on the daily. And we are going to get closer to the market now. All right. So she started dropping from here, dropping from here, turned from here. That's to show us something is here too. So you cannot just ignore it. Anywhere you see that has been touched, all right, don't just leave it like that. Don't just leave it like that. All right, don't just leave it like that. So she came down here, touched this zone, moved up, didn't even get to this zone, but she's down again. Now the question is if she tapped from this zone to go up and she's yet to beat this zone, where is the next place you think she's coming to? I always teach you guys, if you don't even know what to do, just pull up your fib and say, okay, where is the next place she's going to? It's telling you that, oh, she's likely coming to this zone, but you cannot even enter the buy until you see a reason to buy. That is why we are still going to be in that sell until the buy is ready. All right, so give me a second. All right, until the buy is ready. Now let's go to the 8-hour time frame. Now, this 8-hour time frame is making it look so nice. I see my setup here. What is my setup? See it. I see this. Okay. Before that. Now, the question is, she has gone all the way and come to this zone, but she has not broken structure. All right. She's still moving. Okay. But what guarantee do you have that she's still not coming down here to continue? So it is safer, in case you have not seen break of structure to the upside, it is safer to continue the sell down, and then till it says it's ready to turn. Okay, so let's see. I actually saw it yesterday and I was like, oh, it looks like she's turning from this zone, but you can't say that until she has broken structure. So let's see. This is the 8-hour. It's still very high. Let's see the 4-hour. She still hasn't broken structure on the 4-hour. She still hasn't broken structure on the 4-hour. So that sell is still on. This is not structure on the 4-hour. See it here. Now on the 4-hour, which is why I like to stop. On the lower time frame, you start getting confused. You start seeing plenty this thing, You start seeing plenty story. You will now be confused. So once you see your structure on a high time frame like the 4-hour, you wait there. Don't rush into things. Just wait there, okay? Now, if I did not know what to do, what do I do? Like I always teach. You pull out your what? You pull out your feed. Now, if I was selling this, the next zone to wait will be around this zone. All right? The next zone to wait for will be around this zone for that what? For that sell. But let us come down to a lower time frame and see more of this. Okay? Because this is our structure. Let's see it on the 2-hour time frame. We'll stop there and then we'll see what's playing. All right. So looking at it, this will be your change of character right here. Okay. This will be your change of character right here. All right. That will be your change of character to the downside. Okay. Before the change of character, liquidity was formed. Actually, liquidity was formed. All right. After your change of character, you can now see break of structure here. All right. Break of structure. You can then see another break of structure here. Okay. So what are you waiting for? Once you see this, you know that, she's aiming to what? Sweep liquidity. All right. She's aiming to sweep liquidity. That's what we are looking at. All right. So the safest thing to do is wait for that sell up there. But if you see an opportunity, like that small opportunity that is happening here, you can clearly see that small opportunity happening there. This place, this zone. So people are selling from there right now. They've sold from there. It's looking juicy. It's looking nice. But it won't start. That sell won't hold for long because it just followed to come and create that liquidity there. All right. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So now this is like, where's our templates, please? Sorry, guys. This is like the liquidity we're talking about. So you want to see her come all the way to this zone. All right. Come all the way to this zone. And then that's where you should be waiting for your ultimate sell. But if you say, madam, I want to catch the buy, I want to catch the buy to this zone, then use the same strategy, but use it upside down. Use the same strategy, but use it upside down. Now, this is where I will be waiting for my next buy. It's as easy as that. I'll be waiting for my next buy here. It's either I wait here or I wait for it for the sell here. All right. Now I'm just going to look for my, which one is it? I can barely see. Give me a second, guys. My big screen just went off. All right. So this is our setup here for a short position from this zone. All right. That's a setup there. For those that want to buy, which I don't like counter trend trade, I don't like it. For those of us that want to buy, you want to buy from this zone. Why? This is all your liquidity here. This is your liquidity here. Okay. So you want to see her tap into this zone and continue the buy to that zone before she comes down to the real buy zone that we are waiting for. Okay. So this is what I see. Daniel Daniel said either one of them we go catch up. Now patience. Nice. I like that. That is the mindset you should have. Either one of them you will catch it, but I like that mindset. Be patient, guys. We need patience all the time. All right. So this is even the 2 hour. Let's see how it looks on the 30 minutes, so that let me even make it 1 hour. I think it's neater. Yeah, it's neater on the 1 hour. Now you can see the liquidity that she has to come sweep. So if you want to buy, you want to buy from here, all right, to where to sell. All right, to where to sell. But I'm against going against the trend. But if you want to catch it, by all means, be my guest. So what are we doing? I'm just going to put it down, just like we did the last one. All right. So if you want to catch that buy, she's actually giving us change of character, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. You want to see sweep of liquidity, then you'll be waiting for that buy here. A long position from here. All right. We're waiting for that long position from here. My screen is not showing. Jesus. Okay. All right. So I've put my screen again. So I want to see that sweep of liquidity down before the rise to the upside. Then for someone like me, this would be my TP for that buy before she enters the zone for the sell. All right, before she enters the zone for the sell. So this is our move. This is the play. All right, this is the play. This is the play. All right, so I'm just going to write it. For those that want to do the buy limit, be my guest. Buy limit 189758. 189.758. All right, 189.7. It's clear. All right, thank you. 189.758 and 189.758 SL 189.455. All right, 189.455. TP 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 is 192.284. All right. So this is the play for the buy limit. But for the sell, for those that want to wait for the sell limit, I want to see sell limit at 192.552. Yeah. Sell limit at 192.552. All right. SL 193.162. All right. And our TP is all the way down, baby. All the way down. If you are even not trying to read it, you want to just clear this liquidity here. And this is fine. 189.455. And we wait. Yeah. TP 1 TP is 189. Okay, 409. 189.409 is fine. 189.409. Around that zone where there is liquidity. This zone here. Sweep all that liquidity. So let me see. Sweep all that liquidity. Okay, 308 is what it says. 308. All right, 308. So 189 plus 308. All right. My time is up. If you have any questions, please just put in the chat box. If you have questions, put in the chat box. So we have gold, we have GJ, we have GU, we have NZD USD. Although I've already put all those ones there before. All right. So if you have any, can you guys still see my screen? Please put. Do you have any questions for me? If there are no questions, I'll call it a day. So, guys, follow me on all social media platforms, TikTok especially, YouTube. I'll be coming up here once a week. All right. And I love you guys. Take care and God bless. Bye now.